Up against the 2 and 8 Copenhagen Wolves. You can see the team compositions on your screen in a moment. There's a lot of pressure. Gambit, they want to make playoffs. You heard keep his CS numbers looking healthy. Oh, we're in for a level 1 Crepo. And they're going in. Cabo's down. Shook with the first blood. Gambit.
Because Freeze hasn't based yet, Cast hasn't based yet. Lenny is still level 2. Cabochard is picking up a lot of farm right now. Let's see what Lenny does, because he's thinking right now I'm helping my team, but he's slowly getting behind in terms of experience. Their composition is gonna be hard. They don't have the comeback mechanic here. They need, and On The Hunt gets popped, Cabo goes in.
Chum the Waters connects, Lenny gets slowed, Boomerang's out. He's gonna go in for the attack before we see Shook jump.
We're gonna yield that dragon. We don't want to fight. But in the meanwhile, we let Cabochard slowly push out that top lane. He could have pushed that way quicker. He's not freezing, but he's doing something in between. And then superior rotations will be needed, or flanks.
So Shook connects with the Sonic Wave. He's looking for Betsy, kicks Betsy backwards, but Betsy puts the hammer down onto Cast before we see Freeze forced to Valk away, and Forgiven snipes with the boomerang, turns his attention to Shook, and Shook gets dropped as well. Wolves start the fight, but Gambit end it. Cabochard's gonna freeze Corky, and Sora's the next to at least pick up a kill. 3 for 1.
3 for 1 for Gambit, but misplay.
Cure this. There should be some tower damage from Cabo.
I don't like Gambit is giving this up. They should have grouped for this, in my opinion. Giving away a 3rd dragon for free, oh well, for free is arguable, but trading it for some top lane damage that you can get anyways to help out your teammates.
So dragon number 1 picked up here for Gambit, uncontested from the Wolves. Gambit significantly stronger with that 5k gold lead. And we hear On the hunt, Forgiven, and the rest of Gambit looking for somebody. Kaz is going to get chomped by the Chum the Waters, and we do see Chain of Corruption spreading across Gambit. Cabochard's found Soren and Freeze, held on to the explosive cast. Diamond Prox is going to drop the barrel down, and with that they might...
Now Shooks want to dash in with the Q, with the W. Ghost Pepper wants to reset with the ulti, but he's a little close to the wall.
It's going to reset.
Ping pong.
Back up. There's a flash available for Shook. He may hop over the wall. This might be 50-50, but Betsy's jumped in. He's going to be throwing the hammer around, and everybody's peeled from Baron. Copenhagen Wolves have managed to stay alive, and the kill gets secured with the Dragon's Rage. Baron forced to use it very early.
They want to burn it down.
Monsoon is being focused 3,000. I think the Wolves will be too late to this party, and they are. Baron secured after 2 or 3.
So Cabo has an easier time split pushing if he so wants to. He joins his team in the middle. Look at the damage.
Monsoon being used here from Eddie. Gosu Pepper rather. Chum the Waters connects and Cast. He's going to taste something fishy as the barrel comes down. Cabo takes him out. Gambit crack open the base with a kill, a tower, and an inhibitor. Gambit Gaming taking control of this game after the Baron, just like we predicted. From Gambit.
Yeah, let's see how badly Gambit want to stop this dragon here.
Very badly. Cast gets caught once more. He's going to get focused up by Cabochard. Diamond secures the dragon as Betsy will actually land the kill secure hit.
Betsy says it's hammer time. Comes in, cleans up Shook.
Caught between a rock and a hard place. He finds Betsy with great damage. Lenny, however, is the cost. Gambit 2 for 1. They get dragged. Managed to pick up a kill. Looking flashy in the process. Right, Gambit now grouped up. Do have all of their members. It's versus 4 and not the main tank, although Lenny's not particularly tanky. Cabo's going to use that playful trickster defensively. That's what he's been doing every single time. Cabo left uncontested. Look at this, Nexus turret's dropping. Copenhagen was forced to respond, and Cabo's going to get this tower. Betsy is sitting down in that middle lane, pushing on the bottom rather, and Lenny's forced to use the twisted advance. We do see a kill picked up for Forgiven as the rest of Gambit focus on the Nexus turrets. They set their sights on the Nexus, and Gambit absolutely destroy the Copenhagen Wolves.
Cabochard quickly learns that your Guardian Angel doesn't pop when you get kicked into the fountain, so he actually ends up dead, and Gambit playing for KDA right here. Some target practice for the next game tomorrow, but the Nexus goes down. Gambit, 4 wins.
Team when needed. You'll see those team comps one more time. Both of these teams looking for wins. 3 and 7 for SK versus 4 and 6 for Roccat.
And then, yeah, if you have an idea of who's going to win this game, tweet at LOL Esports, hashtag RC win or hashtag SK win. Value to your abilities that you have. see Svenskeren.
Oh, I think he's going to interrupt this. Jankos gets caught out and stunned. Sven is jumping forward.
The body slam.
You do see the body slam, not going to allow Jankos to get away. Svenskeren's waiting for cooldowns, gets the third proc, but Steve roots Svenskeren in place. Timewinder goes out, and Steve...
Here, there's no point in trying to gank a Shen at this point, not with a Maokai. If you have a damage top laner, maybe. Charging arrow.
Not going to connect. Sven secures that one. Ultimate's available.
Yeah, and they have good vision control right now, too. We haven't seen a rated group too much, so Fox connects.
Oh, Jankos is down. Svenskeren, again looking to invade. I distinctly remember 2 weeks ago talking about the jungle buffs that Svenskeren and SK had stolen, and it looks like they're up to it again. That smites it away from Jankos as the Dark Binding doesn't connect. Sven looking for the shield. He chrono breaks backwards. He's going to get the parallel convergence onto one as Stand United continues to keep Svenskeren alive. Jankos is jumping forward. The Chain of Corruption will hold Candy in place. A long range twisted advance will throw Steve into the back lines. The Vengeful Maelstrom continues to prevent that damage, and Roccat get 2 for 1. They want Fox next, and Svenskeren is still alive. It started with Sven. It ends with Sven in a 2 for 3.
Chaos.
Very often, Cremo. So, Dragon has been initiated. Teleport's available. Keep your eyes on those top laners in the minimap. I don't think it's going to be contested.
Roccat is grouped.
Parallel convergence stuns up 2. Dragon's down to 3,000, but Sven is chunked to half. There's no Candy Panda for a little while. Down to 2,000 HP on the Dragon. Teleports up, but top laners are fighting. Roccat, they've got their first Dragon of the game, as Svenskeren will go down to Jankos. Dragon plus...
Lots of single target DPS and Roccat.
They've got it.
Hello.
Crepo, I don't know how many times we talked about the threat of Baron. Roccat misreading the situation. The team fight breaks out. Jankos is knocked away. Chain of Corruption did connect. They've got 1 kill down, 2 kills down. SK are in the advantage. They've only lost the slithering snake. That is Fox's Cassio. Mr. Ralls surrounded by 3. He'll get 1 before getting taken out, as the Timewinder will not connect on Steve. Baron.
It'll become so hard right now for them to defend, though. Nuke Duck.
Sven is in trouble. Nuke connects with that Chain of Corruption, but he's being focused down. Nuke Duck is out as Candy Panda is going to have the reset. Fox will be killed on Rockat's side as Mr. Ralls and Jankos are now split. This is getting messy. SK are all over the jungle. Svenskeren is phase diving in, chrono breaking out, time winding forward and trying to find Mr. Ralls. Crucially, Mr. Ralls is still alive and putting down the auto attacks. They're not the biggest tank killers. We'll explore that in a moment as SK pick up the 3rd Dragon, as it's Fox that actually poisons it down, and Rated engaged with the
itemization gap, because double AD just doesn't work here in the late game for Roccat. And SK with the better scaling top. Jankos looking for a pick.
Svenskaren's a little bit in trouble. He's going to chrono back to the lane. Chain of Corruption does catch him out, and Steve roots him down. Steve shuts down Sven.
Remember, they have on the hunt. Here we go.
So, on the hunt is thrown down. Nuke Duck flashes forward. Chain of Corruption catches Fox, but here's the Stand United. Mr. Rolls, Spell Shield, the Petrifying Gaze, and Steve has teleported in. The Fox is down, and now Roccat only have 1 damage threat to deal with.
They've Snaris ultimate. Even though Fox flashed, he flashed in a straight panic line. He got down. Svenskeren, he's looking for a steal.
Cask is available. Vengeful Maelstrom is available. 3,000 HP. Is this a 50-50 Baron? Svenskeren's got Smite, Mr. Ralls, and Roccat. They're dropping it. They're dropping it. They're looking for the steal. They're peeled away. Freddy has come in to pick up a kill. Baron seems to regenerating. They've traded support for top laner. Svenskeren's running low on as Steve jumped into that middle lane a few moments ago. We've seen some more item pickups. Thorn Mails for top laners. Bloodthirster complete. SK engaged. Let's see.
They want to hold them up.
Forward. Chain of Corruption does not connect.
Too obvious a play from Roccat. They want to start the Baron just to start a fight. SK, they realize this. They have Black Shield. They have dashes on Svenskeren. Look at the bottom. Hesitation is the seed of defeat when it comes to these Baron plays. SK, for once, playing calm.
And SK are the ones now going to put the pressure on Baron. Remember, they've got the ability to rush it down. Freddy will secure tower number 5 for SK to even it up with Roccat. Roccat are split. Baron will go down before Roccat can contest. We see Stand United being channeled onto Enrated. He's zoning them away with Soul Shackles. Steve is in the middle of everyone with his Vengeful Maelstrom down. Where is Ralls and Nuke Duck? Candy Panda, he chops forward aggressively as Svenskeren's on the back. There's no damage from Roccat coming down. Steve and Jankos focused before Nuke Duck and Ralls can join the fight. Finally they connect, and they will spread the chain of corruption, but it might be too... The best of lessons, and SK 4-1. They're gonna get themselves on this inhibitor turret. Look at that satchel charge, massive explosion.
I like the use of Black Shield there on Tristana. He goes low though, however.
Well, let's see, on the hunt has been used, Chain of Corruption goes wide, and the Petrifying Gaze doesn't connect. Fox goes golden, stays alive, Sven is forced to Chrono Break alive.
Steve?
Do you see Steve? He's gonna be able to get one onto Fox. We see Mr. Rolls dropping Candy Panda, and the inhibitor stands. Piercing Arrow comes out, Dredge Line connects, Root holds Freddy down. Double kill for Roll.
This tower gets some resets. No longer slow, so easier to get out of there. Ross is thank you for the mana, and Roccat looking for a clean inhibitor trade here.
And they
gets
will
just a one tower. They lost.
20 seconds. Roccat greedy. The answer seems to be yes. They're on to the next turrets. 20 seconds for life. There's minions now conga lining in. Vanda's taking a lot of damage. Svenskaren's looking for Nukeduck. The rest of Roccat seem to feel backwards. Nukeduck's in trouble. Jankos is tanking up that Death Star laser, and Sven gets knocked away. He chrono breaks back in, but it's Enrated that gets the kill. Sven looking for more. Parallel Convergence will not connect, and rolls. Spell shields the Dark Binding. So Roccat, Inhibitor, the turret, and Nexus turret at the cost of Jankos. They cannot challenge for Dragon. Surely not.
And look at Freddy comes in. They want to keep Rawless alive here.
Rawless is not really under threat yet. Vanda, however, is. You can see Nukeduck, he's peeled away. All of a sudden, Vanda's in trouble. Candy gets the reset. Vanda may be going down. I think he will. SK gonna chase Mr. Rolls out. Freddy's zoning away. Gonna throw down that Vorpal Blade. Shadow Dash. Shadow Dash. Shadow Dash. Shadow Dash.
Anytime now.
Oh, he's...
Here we go.
That was just cheap. Inhibitor secured. Now, is this game?
Very well ahead of. They forgot about the Dragon. Like people obviously forget about Dre. It wasn't enough.
Well, we posed the question, Crepo. Some help.
He's gonna get his help.
He's got the help, and we do see Baron's gonna get secured here. I've just been informed that Freddy has actually dealt double the damage to champions than Fox this game. That front...
Get through your carries.
We'll find out whether Roccat can find the carries. Tower's being focused. Satchel charge comes out. Sven is going to get caught by the chain of corruption, and it will spread to Fox. On the hunt has not been used. Now it has. Mr. Rolls is trying to get auto attacks onto Freddy, but this is not the target you're looking for. Svenskeren puts down the parallel convergence, and Roccat, you're fighting on the wrong side of the objective, man. Roccat can buy Nukeduck on Varus. More lifesteal, more CDR. You see the engage. Explosive cost doesn't connect. There goes the depth charge. Svenskeren gets knocked up, but Freddy's in behind everybody. He's got 5 members of Roccat to fight, and that's what costs Roccat. About half an hour ago, we said aspect of the Dragon could be a thing. Second aspect of a Dragon could be a thing. Jankos is going to zone away Sven, as that's a very easily secured. Here's the teleport. Steve, where can he find a target? Gonna try jump onto Fox, not gonna find it. Fox has flashed away. We see a chrono break from Sven. This is a little messy from SK, but messy's not too bad. We see Petrifying Gaze, locks up the damage. Roccat continue to fire down. Freddy is out, but we see Sven taking down Steve. SK continuing to try to retreat. The chain of corruption catches Enrated, and Rolls and Nukeduck are still alive. Candy Panda kills him. Out.
Triple kill.
Triple. Nukeduck's gonna look for the Quadra. Can he get it? He does! Quadra kill for Nukeduck! 5 for 4!
What a fight! And look at the death timers. Only one Nexus turret is remaining. This may be the victory for Roccat.
If Nukeduck can finish the game within the next minute, he will not set a new record for the longest game in Summer Split.
Look at the player camps. Absolutely distraught on SK side, and look at how happy Jankos is. He's waiting to jump out of his seat. He tells him, no, okay, referee, I'm sitting down. What a game!
For the 5th time this split, Roccat are victorious.
Almost.
Eventually.
Oh, yes, they are.
Fight, but you can just try and sit and farm. He's starting Flask as well, so loads of sustain for himself.
Oh, Godfred once again looking to play aggressive. He's flashed in, got the pulverizer on the head. Stand United's coming in, Reckless has the flash over the wall, and he finds Frederick. Huni was thinking of teleporting, but instantly cancels. Giants off to another strong start.
Nice little setup, and Dragon as well for them.
Oh, Giants again.
Fantastic guy.
So we pick our eyes in this top lane. Werlip's going to go for the dash onto Huni. Wild Growth comes out. Seeker doesn't connect, but the Glitterlance does. Flash for flash. Werlip continues to get chased down. Furious Bite comes out. Glitterlance puts the slow. And Rainover gets Fnatic's first kill.
He's going to use his ulti.
Ultimates available for Reckless and Yellow Star. The knockup comes out as well as the Stand United. Reckless trying to stay alive. Monsoon will knock most of the people away and the True Shot Barrage doesn't connect. Hooney's teleported to the tower and come up from behind. And now it's Frederick, the man that started it, that gets taken out. We see Audrey getting dropped by Hooney with the help of Yellow Star. And the Glitterlance will keep the cow in place. He'll go for the headbutt, but it won't be enough.
When you run around, like that's just part of playing Lulu. Fnatic will get the dragon, not gonna matter a whole lot in this case.
Won't be enough for a kill. Huni gonna get jumped on, but so is Audrey. Gets caught up by Fate's call. The interrupt is not gonna happen from the Howling Gale. And Reckless and Yellow Star try to get one. Feathervin's gonna get caught out. He's down. Empress Divide comes on. Fnatic with some...
Thank you.
Captain Obvious.
Fairly simple statement, but Godfred. Oh, he's going straight in.
He's going to get the 3-man knockup. Unbreakable Will comes out. Pipanero's not looking for the fight. He needs to jump backwards. Hooney's in trouble. Wild Growth comes up as he gets dash taunted. The Monsoon will keep him alive before the True Shot Barrage will pick up a kill. It's Fnatic, though. They're in a little bit of trouble. Now they're in a lot of trouble. 3 members down. Rainover cannot find a reply back. 4 members of Fnatic are down.
Baron stats, Trevor. Giants don't care about that.
6 seconds, 5 seconds. Hooney's coming in. Baron down to 3,000 to 2,000. Oh, Werlip, blue buff. Sorry, I got excited. Oh, I got so excited, but not going to work out. Did you see it eventually?
Why is he in now?
Well, should be able to at least get an exit frag. Flash into body slam. Glitterlance does not connect. Giants survive. Get Baron on 5.
Yeah, and we still have to remember. They're not running with any hard engage on their side. So now, Giants going in again.
Godfred does catch Rainover. Wild Growth has already been used. We do see the Monsoon keeping him alive for a few seconds longer. Ren will not secure a kill. Reckless is life stealing, but look.
Otherwise, go for one of the side lanes. But Fnatic are doing it, Audrey. Yeah.
Fnatic do?
For a reason. They have been sitting as the 4th team in Europe for quite some time this season. Well, yeah, I mean,
this is gonna hurt.
Now you're overextending for no reason.
Pop! Goes the Wheeze.
For himself. Keep in mind, again, he needs to smite these camps here in the jungle to regain mana, but Fnatic, they're just gonna go in.
Talisman of Ascension is available. Unbreakable comes out from Godfred. Werlip has arrived. He's not gonna be able to taunt though. Reckless is staying alive. Pipanera is looking for one, but he can't find it. Werlip has got so many stacks up. The Rend is not gonna get the kill, but Hooney will get dropped. So far, Fnatic have lost one. Empress Divide could lock Giants in the pit between Fnatic and a Baron. Rainover, he's gonna tunnel in, will not get the Baron, but he will knock up 2. Now Rainover's gonna lose his life. Shurima Shuffle locks Giants up against the wall, and Reckless is looking to clean up. Can he kill all of Giants? Rend is available, landing the auto attacks. We see Hooney get one, Reckless gets another. Reckless, life sustains through the rest. A flash over the wall as Hooney gets the Glitterlance kill as Werlip throws out the Vocal Blade. They trade 4 for 3, but Giants get Baron number 2.
Yeah, 2 Barons for them. Werlip should be able to just dash over the wall here and stay alive. Fnatic gets
a lot of damage though.
Look at the damage from Pipanero, by the way. Onto Hooney. Very, very soon. This is what you can do.
Oh.
Hello. I mean, keep in mind your Rune Glaive as well has an AP scaling. That hurts.
Werlip does have Stand United and Baron, so if you wanted to push a side lane, it would work out, but they're not going to get the chance. Fnatic forced to defensively use Monsoon and the Emperor's Divide. Rainover's dropped by Pipanero. He's looking to land Mystic Shot after Mystic Shot. A barrage from Audrey gets the 2nd kill. Giants are out minions. Giants may be doing the unthinkable.
Every single time Fnatic is stuck under their tower, they cannot properly start the fight. Pipanero takes 0 damage and he just destroys your entire team. At the same time, Giants on the Nexus turret.
Well, can Hooney defend? Nexus turret number 1 is down. The rest of Giants setting their sights onto number 2. It looks like they want to back away. Feathervin's been able to push himself in, and Giants have cracked open the base. Rainover's looking for a fight, but he's too close. Now he needs to peel away. They're trying to chase further. Super minions will be coming in. Frederick's been knocked up. Frederick's been taken out. With the help of Hooney, True Shot Barrage does snipe off Hooney before he can Wild Growth himself. We do see Febiven protecting the inhibitor for a few seconds before it is taken down. And now Frederick is caught a little bit out of position. Reckless is going to hop through the gate. Ren is going to be enough to get the kill. And we see the Fate's Call coming back in. Now Giants may have bitten off more than they can chew.
Same time, they don't want to be caught inside the Baron because they need to be able to kite. We will get the fight though.
Fnatic have started this one. Look at Pepinero. He's already used True Shot Barrage, but doesn't get a kill. Audrey is going low. The Ren's not going to be enough to secure it. Monsoon is going to mess up the fight. Febiven throws down Emperor's Divide. He manages to get Frederick as I reset myself. Whirlip gonna dash towards away. Fnatic will not go quietly into the night. They will continue to fight and they will take Pepinero down. Rune Glaive means nothing. Fnatic turn to Baron. 3 for 1 and they should get this.
Giants never managed to group together here and start poking as a unit. Instead, they were split up. Reckless on Kalista. This guy has shown up whenever Fnatic needed him to carry. He's doing it again now for them. It doesn't matter that he's number 10 for 80 carries % damage on his team. Now, Yellowstar is nearby.
Saved his life. Howling Gal keeps him alive.
Oh, Godfrey missed.
Being used. Godfrey does not connect this time round. Hooney's coming with a teleport and Unbreakable will time out. Where is Febiven? Can he find someone? Rainover's knocked up Frederick and we can see Shen's late.
A few times, Fnatic will get this one.
They will. Now Whirlip is being auto-attacked down. Reckless is hopping forward. He's skipping forward. He's looking for the damage. The rest of Fnatic trying to come in. He was needing to kick out of the team. We do see Reckless is throwing down the auto-attacks. Frederick's jump forward. He's looking for Hooney. We do see Emperor's Divide. Now, this Fate's Call. Gonna throw up Frederick. That's a double kill for Reckless. He's unstoppable. He's looking for Audrey and Audrey is forced to run away. The dragon is now being focused. Aspect of the dragon is secured.
Shen is coming.
He's going to get Stand United. Reckless is taunted with the knockback. That's the third. Reckless is looking for fourth. A double-double as he doubles down. Fnatic were out of the game, but now they're in the game. Aspect of the dragon and more objectives to knock down.
And every single fight is just use everything you have on Reckless. Allow him to just jump forward. Pepinero, time to show what kind of superhero you are.
Fnatic will be knocking down the Nexus. They've done it once, they've done it twice, they've done it 11 times in the summer split and remain undefeated.
Amazing. You can play Lee Sin, but you'll have to make something happen in the early game.
Skirmish and then also roaming from Amazing and Misty together. These two guys have so much synergy. Same can be said for Hylissang and Kikis, of course, but Origen here looking to set up so many possible tower dives with a Lee Sin Alistar combo. As long as you have 3 lanes pushing in, there are so many options for Origen how they want to play that. But it's
Poke champion because double tier opens up for a very weak early game, but the Unicorns so far have done a good job. They're yielding their first dragon at 9 minutes 10 seconds. That's definitely acceptable.
Yeah, it's acceptable for them, but Origen will definitely be
exactly played like it should. And here we go.
Flashing over, Mythy, amazing. They found Power of Evil. Shock Blast not connecting, but they don't need it. And just like that, 3-on-1, and that's first blood to Origen.
You steal it from Kikis, then you instantly make a play on the bot lane. Nice little jump here to interrupt the kick. Oh, kick flash!
It's the kickback, and Kikis is slammed by...
Obviously, Kikis dying, set them back a little bit, but this bot lane tower is dropping very low. So what's going in?
Yes, he is. They found Visit Chachi. One of the Squisher members will
got him.
Taking some damage too, but the tower's assist, they managed to pick it up.
Unicorns in the summer split. It's the small individual mistakes that ends up hurting them. It's not done yet in the bottom lane, though.
No, it is not.
Nice headbutt.
Knocks up Hylissang. Soaz takes a bat to his head, but it's
great ulti.
2v3. I don't think they can win it. Soaz is down, thanks to the combo of Unicorn
and tower forever, so gonna try and trade it instead and keep this 3 or 2 towers for 2 and just keep it even. Power of Evil though is taking a lot of damage.
Shock Blast knocks into the hammer, heals. Peke still on him, Chains of Corruption lands. He's gonna cleanse it and walk away just barely. In comes Amazing though to mop that one up. What a janitor.
Or stack. Because they're still down an acceptable margin. 3,000 gold is a lot, but into double tier, don't get too ahead.
This time he's roamed, then he got caught out, couldn't go back. Again, Origen, they keep wave thing. There's a nice engage.
They found Peke this time. Teleport's coming in. He's going to actually flash away. Didn't have cleanse up right and available. A pair of teleports now as Chachi comes in. Origen still running away. Peke still landing the shock blast. This might be one of the longest sieges I've seen. And still they're unable to take the tower, but they got Soaz. Down he goes. See if they can maybe attempt something miraculous here. Nope, not quite. It's smited out. Maintaining this gold lead with Vayne and Alistar trying to push in. Hylissang, Vardax, and Power of Evil are there to respond. Chains of Corruption. Niels, 1v1 might be good, but try taking a 1v3.
Flash, group, and start poking. Let's see where Peg will focus his shot blast. If he goes for the minions, you want to try and hit the tanks here. Flank is set up. There's no ward from Unicorns down here. They're going in from Origen.
So Mithy gets a massive knock-up. They knock Hilly into tower. It's still tanking the line as he takes down Soaz. You can't take a 5v4, and Origen finds that out. Losing Soaz.
Infinity Edge scales better. Another Baron attempt by Origen.
We've seen this before. When will they peel? The rest of Unicorns have arrived. The flash, Hylissang throws down the fissure. Mithy might be caught, but he's the biggest member on Origen. Now everyone dancing around. Soaz looking to chase down Vardax. Chachi coming in. Soaz is caught. Soaz is down. Vardax picks him up. Kickus in the middle. Running wild. Kicked back. Hilly takes some damage, but now Mithy's forced to flash away. Niels tumbles backwards as he had to.
Dragon with like more than one member. We will just start the Baron instantly, but what Origen can do is have one guy started, but now
they may not need to. Amazing! He's gonna get caught, taken down. Niels. This time they will start the Baron in earnest, however. Half of its health. Origen coming in. Can they stop this one? Shock Blast is huge. In comes Soaz. Can he finish the job? Niels trying to kite around, move around. Mithy, Hylissang's gone down. Niels is the one who picks him up. And all sorts of craziness as Kickus goes down. Soaz dives back in. This time, however, he's gonna have to flash away.
Once, shame on you, Pyro. Twice, shame on me.
Let's see what Chachi can get done.
Maybe 3
flashes.
times.
Oh, he goes into the skies. Not enough.
Or started though. They're gonna start the Baron now. Amazing. Still fairly healthy, but let's see the rest. Peg
What's Soaz in this fight? I want to keep my eyes on him.
Peg is down from another 20 seconds. Power was fairly low on mana, but should have enough at least to spam his arrows and maybe an ulti.
Here we go. Arrow.
There's no smite nearby, remember? Amazing is gone.
In comes Soaz. Can't quite get it. No smite. Usually doesn't win.
So huge for them.
This is why I don't like skirmish comps in the late game once they fall behind.
Managed to get the tier stacked up, and now Origen getting jumped on, getting knocked around. The double kill over to Chachi. As they start it off, dodging the shock blast. They've got a couple members on it. Origen have to move fast if they want to keep the Dragon control. They run in with Mithy. Dragon's nearly down, but it looks like they turn their attention over to Chachi and Hylissang. Hilly's gonna drop. Dragon might be on, but Origen are looking straight for these Unicorns right now. Can they get any more? Kickus is low, but not going down. Mithy gets taken out by Vardax. Shock blasts are
on the Baron. It's the only option for Hylissang. It's a block right now.
Still able to block it off.
So STP.
It's going low. In comes Amazing. Can't quite secure it. Now the fight is on, but the Baroned up Unicorns look to try and push them back. Chains go out. Dead. Flying down. Down goes Niels. Now Amazing. He's going to fall. Perma stunned, it looked like, as Power of Evil finds him a Baron and 2 kills. They can indeed do it. They have their sights set on top inhibitor. They will grab it. Origen are paying the price of some of their strange picks here. Another inhib will fall. Unicorns can start to look towards their end of preparation to think about how to deal with Origen and how to fluster and frustrate them. And now Amazing, he might be caught. He gets the kickback on Hilly. Kickus is still on him. Vardax looking for him. Chains are going to land. Mithy, he's a little bit low being poked out, but he runs straight into Power of Evil. Headbutt pulverized, and Power's down. We spoke too soon. Shut down Curtis.
Because you have so much damage coming from the Rise, from the virus, and then just play around that way.
I'm not really sure. Are down on the bottom. Let's call it a hurt. Let's go with that.
He's going in.
Got the knock up, but he's going to be Rune Prison. Going to be chained up. And now he unchains himself, courtesy of Unbreakable Will. Hylissang's looking to go in. Vardax, he's going forward, but they forgot about Niels' power. We'll get the kill off. However, will it be enough? Unicorns getting a little bit cold feet here. Now they'll be backing right back in. One last inhibitor to try and keep the base pushing, but Origen holding the line.
So hard because Origen have to engage in 2 phases as Soaz gets caught.
Speaking of phases, Soaz is in some trouble. He throws down his ultimate onto Chachi. Won't be enough. Power's going to pick him up. Kickus not quite down. Hylissang kicked back, but they're not done. The Unicorns tag teaming their way in. The last inhibitor's down. The Nexus turrets are in sight. We're almost 50 minutes in. Can Peke and the rest of Origen hold them off? It doesn't look like it. The last Nexus turret, it's going down. The Nexus is bare, and the Power Ponies in pink will finish off Origen. I know what you guys have to say. Tweet at LOL Esports with your hashtags ELWin or H2KWin. Is H2K going to bounce back after last week, or will Elements continue
to defend it? Elements are going to arrive very late. This means H2K can now start zoning them off the tower, and they're going straight for Nif.
They can indeed. Oda1 nearly goes down, but he is able to stay alive. Dexter will pick up Lulex. Yarnin will pick up Nif. It is a 1-for-1 trade.
Defend the top lane, and will at least get some farm.
Dexter's going to reveal himself with a parallel convergence. Yarnin, though, is caught between both him and JWoww. He's gonna go low, gonna go down. It's JWoww that picks him up. That rampage to do.
He was sitting on that ward for quite a while. So nice little setup for HK. Obviously, can instantly start the dragon. All Ryu has to do now is just stay towards the bottom side of the map so he doesn't get jumped. You can see how Dexter's sitting in the Raptor camp. We've seen this gank a few times where he's constantly looking. Like, the thing is also for H2K here, there's only one way you can gank. Nif might go down.
He goes in very early, flashes away, parallel convergence comes in, but Nif, the heal is on him, but he's still going to get taken down as Kasing gets the last auto. Heal up for Yarnin, who got excited thanks to the assist. Kasing now being focused by Dexter. Timewinder goes in with a phase dive. Does he have the damage? No, he doesn't. Has to rewind himself back as Lulex shows up. Whoa. Dexter now taken down as he was knocked into Kasing. A double.
Procs the passive, he instantly go to Dragon because now TP is gone for JWoww. He still doesn't have that Trinity Force. He's still delayed on that one, and H2K have been controlling the river. Dexter steals it.
Manages to go back in time and
has that frozen mallows now, so JWoww won't be able to do a whole lot, but might be a fight again. It's on to Nif.
They are on to Nif indeed, but will they be able to polish him off? Lulex, Yarnin sends the Super Mega Death Rocket into the Nautilus to take him down. Dexter now has to...
In terms of auto attacking, more physical damage for him as well.
Nif has been eating these hooks. He'll also eat a little more harass and some more damage. Lulex will knock him against the wall. He's going to have to flash Dredge Line, but the barrel takes him down. Roll it out for Lulex.
Do that as long as Snar's sitting there pushing him down to tower, and then Nif is getting caught out. Here's the TP coming though, it's a 4v5.
Dragon is down, however. JWoww, can he target anyone out? He's denied, the Flay's there. He's gonna go Onslaught of Shadows onto Yarnin, but he's taken down before he can do anything else. Ryu will get the kill for that one. Odo, Big Gnar, Froggen into tabs, and oh boy, Lulex, he's so close to going down, and he will. But that is the price for a Dragon, 1-for-1. And H2K get that
for elements, but it's going to be so much about H2K just having proper vision control on the flanks, and then when you see that TP coming, you just spam something on it. Kasing now.
I don't think Kasing saw that coming. Ganged up on by Elements members all of a sudden.
Element, so they have the potential. Hecarim is already in base. Odoamne is coming in. Mega Knight is already there. He's going to run out soon.
H2K are close to finishing this one off, but Nif wants to start the fight. They target out Odoamne, who's going to gnar them away. Meanwhile, the Hecarim in the backside is going to try and come in, but he's not got enough backup. The Dragon has already gone down. Nif still taking the front line. Super Mega Death Rocket going to deal even more damage to him, but the Shockwave will come in, but Froggen will pick up Ryu before it can even come. Elements are continuing to fire down this Baron. There's no answer for H2K just yet, except for Odoamne, who's trying to get in the back. Odoamne's going to take down Nif. This is getting dangerous. JWoww's going down. Yarnin, he's getting excited in the back. The Baron's going down. It's secured by Froggen. However, he may not live to be able to use it with Odo still chunking him out. Lantern's there. He will take it. But they've caught Froggen. Will they go back in? Yarnin running away. Sends a zap. Not going to connect. 2 members down for the Baron. Traded. It's just been all these trades, all these moves around these objectives, and they're still running looking for tabs. He's going to Valkyrie away.
Ulti ready, just in a few seconds.
Waiting for the Super Mega Death Rocket if Yarnin can get it timed right. Odoamne looking for Dexter. Meanwhile, Yarnin will find tabs, and Odoamne will find Dexter. Froggen, can he be the sole survivor with this Baron? I don't think so, as he runs straight into members of H2K, is able to dodge away from a lot of damage, but still surrounding him. H2K take him down and prove their team fight is superior.
Sitting away, Odoamne was sitting there with Mega Knight, and they completely turn it around.
Speaking of Mega Knight, Odoamne gets back up to that. Inhibitor destroyed. All of that. A Baron to Elements immediately.
You got a face shake on the way there, and you don't really have any chance of getting into the river. You just have to give it up. So now
solo.
Yeah, of course. 4 dragons for H2K.
Or Lulex will just come in and secure.
Here's the TP coming on the pick ward.
They've got to shut him down. He's pulled in. There's the teleport. In comes the Hecarim. They've caught Dexter. Maybe they'll distract him for long enough. JWoww looks for Ryu this time. Doesn't have enough damage. Lulex going a little bit low, but JWoww's going even lower. Inhibitor respawns, but that isn't going to matter as Elements are starting to drop. Froggen has to pull away from the Shockwave. The Rocket comes in, and a triple kill for Yarnin. H2K, clean house. Only tabs remaining. I think Inhibitors might be going right back down to Fischio.
And the coordination simply isn't there for Elements. When they go for the engages, they're always missing something. So they cannot lock down Yarnin. Yet Summoners, yet QSS, H2K, protect the AD carry. it still works.
Absolutely does. When they need to carry is Yarnin, and that team is H2K. They're firing down the last of the Nexus turrets. Death timers way too long. H2K are back in business.
And just a very, slow focus game for them. They knew that great scaling. We saw the lane swap early on, and we saw some changes, how it normally went, because H2K are normally so good at saying, okay, we know they're moving up 3 guys, we're gonna stone them with these 4 members, but they went in like 1 by 1. Ludix then ended up dying for it, and the whole lane swap honestly went a little bit south for them. Elements got a few kills early on, it looked good in the start, but then we went back to standard lanes, and there was just no response. Dexter was tracked all the time where he was going. We knew the mid lane was going to be pushing over and over, top lane with Nara was going to be pushing over and over, and then H2K were happy saying, you know what, we don't have to do anything, just standard lanes, keep it going. We're going to build up a goal lead from this. And then we just had that mid game where the Baron went down.
Yep.
It became a bit messy, but that was what H2K also needed by getting these kills to go.
Well, and they trusted that they'd be able to out-team fight now, maneuver elements too. Respecting the mid-game power spike with the double Trinity Force, mid to later game.
Yeah, they were headed
but also, they very much correctly predicted what Elements wants to do. Every single time they're going to want to go for scaling, even if they try to mix it up and give themselves